dear shareholders, I have great pleasure in welcoming you to the 59th Annual General Meeting of the company. It is my privilege to join the NMDC family, and I take this opportunity to apprise you of the company's performance in the financial year 2016 and 17, and also share our plans for the future. The directors report the financial statements for the year 2016-17 and the report of statutory auditors together with the review report of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India are already with you. I am sure you are fully aware of the financial and physical health of our company. Let me begin by sharing some good news about your company. Surpassing all market expectations, NMDC achieved record production and sales during 2016 and 17. It is heartening to note that the company achieved highest ever production and sales in history, with iron ore production at 34 million tons and sales at 35.6 million tons. The production and sale of iron ore were higher by 19% and 24% respectively year-on-year basis, which is the best ever in the history of NMDC. World economy. Let me now put things in perspective by briefly describing the world economic environment that impacts the performance of your company as well. Global GDP growth for 2017 is estimated to be around 3.5% from the level of 3.2% in 2016 from IMF sources. Economic activity in both advanced economies and emerging and development economies is forecasted to accelerate in 2017 vis-a-vis 2016. Indian economy. India has emerged as one of the world's fastest growing economies, and recent policies and reforms by the government are set to accelerate growth. Thus, the growth momentum of the Indian economy is expected to rise with policies of government such as introduction of GST, emphasis on enhancing ease of doing business, reforms in foreign direct investment, various campaigns like Make in India, Digital India, Skill India, etc. Continued lower global oil price level also has significant impact on keeping a low expenditure on the import of petroleum products, thereby improving fiscal conditions of the country. The thrust of the government of India to enhance spending on infrastructure and promoting Make in India augurs well for the steel industry and thereby the iron ore sector. The rapid growth in this infrastructure sector with the inclusion of modern technologies like introduction of bullet trains along with various policy reforms has transformed the Indian economy into one of the global leaders in size, scale and skill. The industry. Total world crude steel production was 1,630 million tons in the year 2016, which was 0.6% higher as compared to 2015. In 2017, global steel production in January to July 2017 has been a record with a growth of 4.6%, mainly on account of robust Chinese production. Global steel prices have seen an upsurge on account of high production levels, helping the steel raw material prices such as iron ore and coking coal also. Defying market expectations, average price of iron ore at $75 per ton in H1 2017 has been higher than the average price at $58 per ton in 2016 and $55 per ton in 2015. Going ahead, however, iron ore demand and prices are likely to come under pressure with expectations of Chinese steel production stagnating, seaborne iron ore supplies increasing with large-scale mines ramping up production and competition from scrap as a feedstock. On the positive side, India is Slated to be the land of future for the steel industry, India remains the third largest steel producer in the world during 2016 and is likely to emerge as the second largest producer in the near future. The recently published National Steel Policy of 2017 aims to achieve a steel production capacity of 300 million tons per annum by 2030-31 on the back of envisaged growth of domestic level steel demand in all key sectors such as infrastructure, housing, automobile, etc. It is on account of this growth potential that India's steel industry is being viewed as a bright spot globally. Low per capita steel consumption in the country at 63 kilogram vis-a-vis the world average of 2000 kilogram also provides for a huge growth potential of the Indian steel industry. Your company is bullish on the growth prospects of Indian steel industry and is geared up to meet the growing iron ore requirement in the country. Overview of performance for the year 2016-17. As already shared, NMDC achieved a record iron ore production of 34 million tons and sales of 35.6 million tons during 2016-17, which was 19% and 24% higher year on year. Turnover of rupees 8,830 crore was 37% higher than 2015-16. Net worth of your company was rupees 22,519 crore as on 31st March 2017. I am also happy to share that the current financial year up to August 2017, our production and sales values are higher by 13% and 16% than previous year for similar period. Price trend of current period up to August 17 is stable and upward as compared to previous years. The company has declared a dividend at the rate of 515%, that is rupees 5.15 per share for financial year 2016-17. Buyback of equity shares. Your company undertook buyback of equity shares which was completed during the year under review. Buyback of 80 crore 8,25,526 numbers of equity shares of rupees 1 each was carried out at the rate of rupees 94 per share under tender route involving an outgo of 7,528 crore. Consequent upon completion of buyback, shares of Government of India in the shareholding has come down to 74.94% from 80%. Vision 2025. To meet the growing requirement of iron ore by the Indian steel industry, your company has made plans to increase its production capacity to 67 million tons per annum by 2021-22. The strategy focuses on growth largely through brownfield expansion of existing mines and improving evacuation. Along with it, development of greenfield mine, deposit number 13, has also been planned through joint venture with Chhattisgarh Mineral Development Corporation, CMDC, for which mining lease has already been executed. Your company has an excellent research and development facility at Delhi, at Hyderabad, which has been bestowed as Center of Excellence by UNIDO. R&D Center is pursuing research work for utilization of low-grade iron ore for use of steel plants. Having vast experience in exploration activities, your company has taken up progressive steps by entering into strategic memorandum of understandings with state governments of Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand in this direction. For expanding capacity beyond 67 million tons per annum level, your company has pursuing allocation of new iron ore deposits both through participation in auction and government dispensation route under subsection 2A of section 17A of the revised MMDR Act 2015. Ongoing project. 3 million ton per annum steel plant at Nagarnar, Bastar, Chhattisgarh. As you are aware, your company is setting up a 3 million ton per annum greenfield integrated steel plant through blast furnace basic oxygen furnace BF-BOF route at Nagarnar near Jagdalpur of Chhattisgarh. More than 90% of the civil work has been already completed and the plant is getting ready for starting operation. Necessary statutory clearances and sanctions for rail transport, water and power, etc. have been obtained. Infrastructure for power transmission line and substations is also nearing completion to ensure power supply for the steel plant. The amount of rupees 12,559.30 crore has been spent by your company on the same up 31st August 2017. Strategic disinvestment of NISP. While the construction job of the steel plant is going on in full swing, the Government of India has given in principle approval for the strategic disinvestment of the 3 metric ton per annum NMDC steel plant, NMDC iron and steel plant, NISP at Nagarnar, Chhattisgarh. Accordingly, NMDC board has approved the strategic disinvestment of NISP subject to approval of Ministry of Steel and inter-ministerial group. Transaction advisor, legal advisor, and other advisors have been engaged to advise on the various activities involved for disinvestment of steel plant. Kumaraswamy Iron Ore Project, Karnataka. Your company has successfully commissioned 7 million ton per annum Kumaraswamy Iron Ore mine in Karnataka. This includes a unique conveyor in India having features of regenerative single flight downship conveyor with horizontal and vertical curves over a length of 5 kilometers. Donimalai Pellet Plant, Karnataka. As part of NMDC's forward integration initiative, your company has commissioned a 1.2 million tons per annum pellet plant at Donimalai. The plant utilizes slims and fines generated in Donimalai mines and produces pellets for use in the steel industry. The plant will prolong the life of the existing tailing dam by utilizing slims and low-grade fines and is a step forward towards zero waste mining. Screening Plant 3, Kirandul Complex. To ramp up production capacity of Kirandul Complex at Beladila in line with NMDC's vision plan, your company has planned to set up a third screening plant, SP3, with a screening capacity of 12 million ton per annum. All the required statutory clearances have been obtained. Tendering activities are in progress. Slurry Pipeline Project. To increase evacuation capacity and utilization of iron ore fines and slims from Beladila sector, your company has conceptualized and is going ahead with the implementation of its 15 million ton per annum slurry pipeline project from Beladila to Nagarnar, Visakhapatnam in 2 phases, that is from Beladila to Nagarnar and from Nagarnar to Visakhapatnam. A 2 million ton per annum pellet plant project at Nagarnar is also being set up. The project process is of obtaining statutory clearances for the first phase of work is in advanced stage. Global initiatives and business diversification. Your company aspires to broaden its production portfolio in order to meet the needs of the nation as well as to broad base its operations. One of the objectives of strategic management plan formulated by your company specifies diversification into strategic and critical raw materials required by the nation and other commodities based on the growth potential and relevance. In line with this strategy, your company has entered into memorandum of understanding with Mishra Dhatu Nigam Limited and Defense Metallurgical Research Laboratories to explore opportunities for investment in tungsten mineral asset in India and abroad to meet the requirements for the defense sector. Your company has 4 mining leases for gold deposits in 38.83 square kilometers at Boilong, Ombe, Tanzania, where setting up a pilot plant of 12 tons per hour in phased through a suitable agency has been planned in phases. Legacy Icon or Limited Company based in Perth, Australia, in which your company has 78.6% equity, is carrying out exploration in its 19 exploration tenements of iron ore, gold, and base metals. As you are aware, ICVL, a JV company of SAIL, RINL, NMDC, made acquisitions of coking thermal coal mine in Mozambique in 2014, in which your company has 26% shareholding. Special purpose vehicles. The National Steel Policy of 2017 also envisions greenfield capacity additions through facilitating mechanisms of special purpose vehicles. Your company is spearheading the initiatives in Karnataka and Jharkhand. The steel SPV at Karnataka has been incorporated as Karnataka Vijayanagar Steel Limited in December 2014, and land acquisition process is in the final stages. Steel SPV in Jharkhand has also been set up, and site at Chhatra district has been identified for the purpose. Actions are being taken for further clearances. To provide long-term iron ore linkages for these steel plants, steel plant SPVs, your company is in discussion with the respective state governments for allocation of suitable deposits to set up mining SPVs. Corporate social responsibility. Your company has been implementing various CSR initiatives to uplift the living standards of the most underprivileged strata of the country well before it became a statutory requirement. It is to fulfill a deep-rooted commitment towards the societies it operates in. These are mainly tribal areas which are remote and backward. The company takes all the CSR initiatives in conformity with the Schedule 7 of the Companies Act 2013. These initiatives are taken in consultation with a wide spectrum of stakeholders, including the local populace and the representative state administration. The focus areas of companies' CSR initiatives include education, infrastructure, development, cleanliness campaign under Swachh Bharat Mission, healthcare, sanitation and hygiene, drinking water, environment, skill development, promotion of sport and culture, which dovetails into various Government of India programs for the development. NMDC CSR seeks to contribute in all key aspects of human development indicators such as education, healthcare, sanitation, skill development for sustainable income generation, drinking water and infrastructure development. It is heartening to share that your company's CSR policy has been lauded by Department of Public Enterprises and model worthy of emulation by other state governments and companies. During the year under review, you will be happy to know that your company has spent rupees 174.18 crore towards CSR initiatives, which is more than statutory requirement of 2% of the average PBT of preceding 3 years. Corporate governance. Your company has complied with all corporate governance norms and stipulated by the SEBI regulations, DPE guidelines. For 2016-17 also, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India has made nil observations on the annual accounts of the company. Recognition of excellence. Your company continued to earn awards and recognition from different quarters. However, I wish to mention a few significant awards conferred upon the company. 3 of NMDC's mines have been awarded 5-star rating by Indian Bureau of Mines in recognition of their sustainable development measures. Most Efficient PSU Award from Dalal Street Journal. PSU Award for Strategic Performance under Financial category from Governance Now magazine. Kirandul Bacheli, Donimalai and Panna projects got Green Touch Award Silver in the field of environment and CSR. Best CSR Practices Award and Most Caring Company Award by World CSR Congress. Global HR Excellence Award for Best HR Strategic Plan by Planman HR. Taking into account the demand and supply factors, we need to appreciate that global iron ore industry would be in a surplus scenario in the coming years, putting prices and margins under stress. Fortunately for us, India's steel industry is poised for an impressive growth in the years to come, which would certainly translate into higher consumption of iron ore domestically. Your company needs to be geared up for this opportunity and work on an aggressive growth plan. Acquiring new leases for the expansion of enhanced presence of NMDC across the country is vital, for which your company would be making all-out efforts. Simultaneously, there is a need to continuously focus on strategies enhancing customer satisfaction, cost competitiveness, more and more use of new technology for higher production, productivity, etc., for its long-term sustainable growth. Now, acknowledgements. To conclude, I would like to acknowledge that all these have been possible only due to the relentless and dedicated efforts and hard work by the employees of the company. On behalf of the shareholders and management of the company, I thank the Government of India, Ministry of Steel for their continuous cooperation, support and guidance. Further, I thank the Government of Chhattisgarh for their unstinted support that has enabled the company to achieve such excellent growth and result of the company. I also thank the state government of Karnataka, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Odisha, and other stakeholders for the confidence and trust reposed in your company. I also place on record my sincere appreciation and thanks to the board members, C&AG and other organizations and institutions for their support, guidance, and cooperation. It will certainly be our endeavor to put all our best efforts for sustainable growth, expansion, and prosperity of the company benefiting all stakeholders. Jai Hind. Thank you.